Welcome to Living a Sustainable Dream, and we're taking a look at Glacier National Park, but specifically the Many Glacier Hotel on the east side of the park. Now, this is the west entrance to the Going to the Sun Road, which will cross the park from west to east. But when you're planning to go, you might want to expect delays. When my wife and I got there for our visit, it literally was a wait of about 45 minutes. And if you look at kind of what's going on with this road map here, you can start below and you go up the Going to the Sun Road. If there is an accident on here, you could be delayed for 2 to 3 hours. My wife and I experienced that, and we realized that it would be better to actually travel the alternate route, which is Highway 2, and going around the park south. So if you go south, you do miss the park quite a bit, but you don't have to go through the Going to the Sun Road, and that takes a lot of time. Now, being that we stayed at the Many Glacier Hotel, we were going to go into the Going to the Sun Road to basically Logan's Pass anyways, which is the Continental Divide, and it is also the place where they call pretty much the crown of the continent. Here is the Many Glacier Hotel. The drop-off is kind of under that covered area there, and my wife is standing there. This is the view from the parking lot, and you can see that you can overlook the Many Glacier Hotel, and then there is just the beautiful mountains behind it. You need to prepare, though, to hike to your car, and there's stair steps that get you up there, but it is quite a bit of a hike to go up and down those stairs. So you want to unload and use the bellhop service if you need to. This is kind of an old map of it. It's basically everything is by stairs. There's no elevators up this. That's why they have the bellhop service. So you're going to be trucking quite a bit. And I love this advertisement that I have in here of the Glacier National Park that was put out by the railroad to get people to visit. And the railroad pretty much established this area anyways so that they could drive tourism up in here. Here's the main entrance to the Many Glacier Hotel. You walk in there, and then you end up right at the desk, and the desk is on the right side. The bellhop service is right next to the door. And here we are going from the first floor up the stairs. This is what you would do, is you would take the stairs up to your room if you're not on the first floor. And there's another floor down below. So there's 4 floors total, and a 5th floor, which I'm not sure, a lot of people do not stay in the 5th floor. It doesn't look like it's occupied as much. But just going up the stairs, and just think the bellhop service has to climb those stairs with people's luggage. My wife and I did not use the bellhop service. We just kind of lugged our bags up the stairs to the 3rd floor. But look at that. It's quite a hike for people to take each day, since we're so used to elevators these days. But our room was literally across the way from the stairs, so it was no big deal. Here is a basically a first time in the hotel room. I'm just going to let it play for you, and you guys can kind of get our reaction. This is our 25th anniversary, and us going into the room for the first time. I love this. All right, look at this. No computer keys here.
Ready?
Oh, there's one.
Oh, old school. Cool.
Very.
Is that fun?
How cool is that?
Oh my, this is old school slick. Look at this. Honey.
Nice job, honey.
Happy 25th.
Happy 25th anniversary. Nice job. Oh dear. Oh, look what's in here. The shower.
This. Oh.
Bathroom. Ooh.
Yay.
How cool is that? Nicely done.
Yay.
I love it.
I'm crying.
Got a fan up there. This is cool.
I'm crying.
All right.
Mark
I'm gonna
David,
go ahead. Yes.
happy 25th.
Happy 25th, babe. I'm gonna go get our stuff.
Yeah.
Part of the reason that we're pretty emotional about staying at the Many Glacier Hotel is we really wanted to stay there for our 25th anniversary. And we were looking at it in, I believe it was November or December. I think it was probably around Thanksgiving. And the Many Glacier Hotel was already booked up. I mean, solid. And you need to book pretty much, if you want to stay in this hotel, a year in advance. And that's even for the Swift Motor Lodge, which is not too far away. You have to book probably a year in advance is what they're shooting for. So the day that you want to stay, you got to call that day a year ahead of time. Well, my wife was just kind of, looking online in April of 2019. This is the year we stayed there. And lo and behold, there was an opening right on our anniversary date. And so we booked it, and I said, Krista, book it now. And this is the room we got. And we were really grateful for it because we had a view of the Swift Current Lake and the glaciers. So we got a really good side of the Many Glacier Hotel. So this is the little sink area, and the sink and the bathroom were divided. So this is where you would wash up or brush your teeth. And then there's a nice queen size bed. And, with a hotel like this, you would expect that the mattress would be caving in, but not in this place. This place was really well decked out and had just been renovated not too long before our stay there, a few years back. The bathroom was kind of small, but it was convenient, and it just served the purposes of what you needed. And the sitting area was pretty nice. The only thing I would want more is probably a table and another chair to sit at. But this is the view we woke up to. I'll let my wife speak to it.
Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. But yeah, the storms are probably brewing on the peaks there. Look at that. I mean, is that picturesque? That's our scene out our window here. I mean, just thank you, Jesus.
Here's our walk down pretty much to breakfast. And I decided to go not just through the lobby. I'll show the lobby later. But we went out on the main deck. There was a little bit of construction there. And the Many Glacier Hotel takes quite a beating in the wintertime. In fact, it closes in September. And it doesn't open, I think, until June. Or even, actually, maybe even July. So it's probably one of the shortest season hotels that the National Park Service has. But it's a beautiful, beautiful lodge with a beautiful, beautiful view, as you can see.
Still rolling?
Yeah, this time.
And this is a beautiful sunrise. Sorry.
You're fine.
That's my beautiful wife.
Hi, babe.
And there's the peaks around. I mean, it was just gorgeous. And I have a few pictures of sunset that I'll show later in this video. But this is just the main deck. Lots of areas to sit. And my room is coming up. I'll show you I got an arrow pointing to it. So those two windows right next to each other is our room. And you can just lounge out here. You can grab a book. You can get your journal. You got your camera. You can just take pictures. And there's a boat launch there. They have a boat that crosses the lake. And it takes you to another boat dock. And then you hike probably a quarter of a mile to another boat dock and take that boat across another lake. And I think you can do that over 3 lakes. It's pretty neat. And the boats are very old school, kind of like the 1940s or 50s. Sorry for my waddling camera. I'm using my LG G5 video camera on my phone. But just great architecture. This thing has been around for over 100 years, this hotel. There's a swallow. I don't know if you saw that, but they have nests underneath the eaves of this hotel. And here we are entering the lobby. And that fireplace is just amazing. And I love the lights. And that desk there, I believe, is where you purchase tickets for the Red Bus tour And I believe you can also purchase tickets for the guns that cross the lake or the boats that cross the lake. And the reason I say guns is that the boat that crosses the swift current is Chief Two Guns is the name of the boat. But just there I am looking at this chimney that goes all the way up through the expanse of this huge lodge. And there's the front desk. And then walking through this whole hotel just creaks. And it's just all wood. It's over 100 years old. And some areas are a little bit newer than others. But you take this long hike down to Ptarmigan Dining Room. And this is where we're heading for breakfast. And everybody is very friendly there, all the guests and so forth. You get many people from the United States all around the U.S. We met some people from, I believe, Wisconsin there and had good conversations with them. And also you meet people from around the world. This is a very popular destination. Our waitress was from Turkey, and she was a very, very wonderful person to talk to. There's a little waiting area here, and you just kind of basically it's a hostess. You sign up. You don't need reservations.
Thanks, this goes here.
And it's Ptarmigan Dining Room. And they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everything they served there was pretty amazing. And you see that piano there? There was pianos all over this hotel. This hotel has a history of singing. It used to be that they would hire the service, which would be people who worked in the restaurants or even did housekeeping. They were all required to sing, and they would perform shows back when they first started this hotel. And that went on for probably 3 or 4 decades, but now it's not so much. But the pianos are there for guests to use still, or even for this the service if they have a musical talent they want to share with the people that are there. But just a lounge area, beautiful fireplaces everywhere. Great stonework. Still very classy, but the musicals and the singing that's not there. And I'm sitting in an old barber chair that was once used for the barber that was stationed at this hotel for guests. But beautiful sitting area. And what an incredible view. So my table's ready. I'm hustling in. Chris is already getting seated, my wife. And I'm heading into Ptarmigan Dining Hall. And really amazing in here. And we were able to choose from different juices and so forth. And I had coffee and I think a cranberry juice.
Isn't that cool? Same size tables last when we were over there last night, right?
And there's the view.
Huh? I'm fine.
Not bad for breakfast.
They're doing a hike with the rangers down there.
You know, that might be an interesting thing to do sometime.
To do a ranger hike?
Yeah, because they're going to give you all the info.
That would be very cool.
Right? I mean, it would be cool. And I think they do an iceberg league.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think she said that. I'm
That's
wrong
a tough.
That's a tough hike, but you get all the info. The whole. I mean, just if you want the info.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
What do we got for breakfast?
Well, there's a lot of guest ranches that do that now too.
Here's some pictures of what the dining room used to look like. There's the cranberry juice and the coffee. And here I am standing in the buffet line getting ready. And there's that beautiful fireplace. And the paintings were just amazing. All glacier themed. Now here we are lounging in the hotel, but you're going to see over here, you can barely see it. It's a 12-year-old playing the piano. Just a guest coming in, sharing their talent. That rack back there is where they put the history of the hotel. And we were just lounging and having a good time, just sitting back in the mini areas so you can just kind of just relax, especially after a great day of hiking. And for dinner, we had prime rib and salmon. It was excellent. And then we went to a ranger talk.
And the Blackfeet were a strong, powerful tribe. For the most part, people didn't want to mess with them. But remember, the Blackfeet way of life was dependent on the bison. And by the mid-1880s, the bison had been exterminated from the plains to the east of here. So,
Now this is the view from the third floor overlooking the lobby. And I was kind of joking around with the ranger talk. It was pretty much a PowerPoint that they walked us through the history. It's an interesting history. You should research it. But those lanterns are just gorgeous. There's another shot looking up from the first floor at the lanterns. And this is a shot from the third floor looking down the piano that 12-year-old was playing at. It's for guests now, and anyone who has talent they want to share, anyone can play it. And the piano, I believe, is from the 1874, I think is the date of that piano. Sounds great. Love that moose head shot of that circular stair down below. So I just felt like playing this music for you guys to end it with a beautiful sunset. Thank you for joining us at Living a Sustainable Dream, and I hope that you enjoy this video.